When I started at Ramco, I've been there about 12 years. So I started as a production worker, worked through production for probably about 6 years, and then I became a trainer. So I've gradually worked my way up through that company. I was a team leader, a production manager, a value stream manager, and we've restructured to currently a production manager. So I think we've kind of dissolved operations into 2 different production management positions at the company. So with each level, I needed different tools. So when I really got into the management level, there was a lot of things that I needed to learn. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So that's always really fun. I would say the transition from the time that we started till the time that even we hit Aileron, the work-life balance was you throw the people at the problems. So you definitely fix the people. It's a people problem. So some of the things we got exposed to, such as Deming, look at the process. So I went from working a lot of overtime to now in my roles, I know how that feels. I know how that affects you as a mother. I mean, whether you go to the grocery store, what kind of food you buy because you're in a hurry, or you go through the drive-through, so your wellness. So I know how it affects all of that. The thing that I could help control when I started getting higher up into management was what system's missing. So it came from overtime being the norm to if we went on overtime, something in the system's broken. The other part was, it was always management dictating, hey, you need to work this many hours, and not asking why. So doing some root cause and involving the people that have to do the job of, they know there's an easier way to do it. So, changing the ownership too, and how do we work together to get off of overtime, or there's an outside the box solution. So utilizing your resources. Say I've probably seen his stress level go down, and more, I think, trust within his team. So he doesn't have to carry all the problems on his shoulders. So he's been exposing his team to the tools that he believes in. So if everybody takes a little bit of the pie, he doesn't have to eat the whole thing himself. It's the elephant thing. And I think that he's always cared for people, but I think his work-life balance has always been off. He's probably always been 100% work, 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 worry, worry, worry. Whereas now with the tools and his team to help him, he can kind of step back in his transition, spend more time with family, but still come and be a coach, which I think is the role that he really likes. The one thing that sticks with me about Dave is how he cares about his employees. I mean, he truly values those. A personal story. So when I had my first child, I don't know if this is too personal, but I was in ICU, he was a preemie, and Dave had called my other half almost every day to check on me. And he passes out paycheck stubs to everyone, and there's such a involvement with even just giving someone that paycheck stub and saying thank you to them means a whole lot to a lot of people. So, I think that that's always been really, really good. The transition in the community, getting more involved, and just, I think we understand the values that he wants Ramco to be. I would say that the biggest thing lately that stuck with me is he wants Ramco to be a destination employer. So how do we do that together so that it exists for our kids' kids, and I know that's important for him. But I've seen that he's probably going to have a more well-balanced life through the tools and, being able to step away and the company get better. And, we learn things all the time. Always given me feedback too. I've come from the point of I was the mouthy girl on the floor at one time to now I'm helping build systems, teams, set direction, help save money, helping other people with their work-life balance as well. And so his feedback and being able to accept that and work on things that we need to work on was huge for me.